Good evening and welcome back to Schaumburg, Illinois, as the Evansville Otters ready themselves to play the Schaumburg Boomers here on the outskirts of Chicago as the 2021 Frontier League regular season rolls on. The Otters come into play with a record of 7-2, and they are a half game back of the Florence Yalls for the lead in the Central Division standings in the Frontier League. And they take on a 4-5 Schaumburg Boomer club that had the bats working last night. They were able to best Evansville by a score of 13-2 off the backs of 4 long balls, 4 home runs, 2 off the bat of one Mr. Luke Becker. There we go. Yes, on the back of Luke Becker. 2 home runs by him, another by Chase Dawson, as well as Quincy Niporti, who homered for his second time in 2 days. Those 4 home runs accounted for a lot of the Boomers' offense. 13-2 the final last night as the Otters had their 6-game winning streak snapped. They will hope to get off to another winning streak, perhaps even by the end of the night, as we're about getting ready to play a doubleheader here to start at 5 o'clock. So doubleheader baseball Sunday evening in the Frontier League as the Evansville Otters prepare to play the Schaumburg Boomers. A recap in our Evansville Otters pregame show as the Boomers, back in last night's game, took the lead first in the bottom of the second when Luke Becker hit a solo shot off of starter Tim Holdgraffer. It was the first, as we mentioned, of 4 home runs and the first of 2 hit by Becker. Holdgraffer struggled last night through his 4+ innings of work. He gave up 7 runs on 11 hits, 3 of them homers. The Boomers pulled away in the bottom of the 5th, scoring 5 on a 2-run homer and 3 more on wild pitches. The Otters were able to scratch out 2 runs in the late innings. In the 6th, Bryce Denton singled home Andy DeJesus from second with 2 out, and in the 8th, Elijah Mcnamee scored on a sacrifice fly by J.R. Davis. Denver McQuarrie relieved Holdgraffer in the 5th. He settled down after a wild 5th inning to pitch scoreless 6th and 7th innings. Overall, he was charged with 2 runs over 3 frames, allowing 2 hits, issuing 3 walks, and striking out 1. Reed Bukowski came out to mop things up in the 8th, and the Boomers tagged him for 4 runs on 3 hits. Luke Becker hit his second homer of the night, a 2-run blast in the 8th inning. The Otters will look to get back to their winning ways today, and they're wrapping up their series in Schaumburg with this nighttime doubleheader, the last of a 4-game set. First pitch, as we mentioned, coming up at 5 p.m. You're listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show. My name is Ryan Brown, so please you can join us tonight. Another great night for baseball. So how about a couple? As we're almost ready to begin a doubleheader between the Evansville Otters and Schaumburg Boomers. On the mound in Game 1 for Evansville will be their left-handed pitcher Marty Anderson, who pitched last on Memorial Day, earning the win through 5 innings and not allowing a run. The Evansville Otters offense has been really good so far early this season, but they couldn't get it going last night. Who was able, however, to have a nice offensive performance was Elijah Mcnamee, who went 3 for 4 and is on a little bit of a roll. There is a 3 or so game hit streak for Mcnamee as he enters play in this one, having been the walk-off winner last Thursday night. It was a Thursday night doubleheader, just like we see today on Sunday night. And in Game 1, Mcnamee walked it off in the bottom of the 8th inning with a base hit to right center field that gave the Otters a 2-1 victory, and it was their 4th in a row. Mcnamee, as mentioned, it's a 5-game hitting streak. Sorry to report 3 earlier, but a 5-game hitting streak for Mcnamee thanks to those 3 for 4 performance last night. And all told, Mcnamee has been on base in each of his 8 first games, and he's batting in the 3 spot tonight. We highlight Mcnamee because we had the opportunity to sit down and talk with him about his performance and his return to the Otters in the 2021 season, as we will turn things over to an interview with Elijah Mcnamee on the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network. Standing here talking with Otters right fielder Elijah Mcnamee before their doubleheader to close out the series here in Schaumburg. Elijah, you had 3 hits last night, and right now you are on a little bit of a roll and going back to a fun game to talk about, I think. Let's hear about this walk-off win a few days ago. Game 1 of a doubleheader against the Lake Erie Crushers. Base hit to right field, wins the game. That had to be pretty fun. First walk-off win for the Otters this year.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Saw who we had on base. Riley Crane, who's amazing, coming off Frontier Player of the Week. I knew the scenario coming up, they were going to intentionally walk him. So I was wrapping my head around, I'm coming up to the plate. I want this to be me. Right when he got intentionally walked, I looked at our dugout, gave him a little wink, and I walked up there like I was the toughest guy on the planet. Because, in those scenarios, you got to want to be that guy. Because there's more pressure on the pitcher, I believe, than me or the hitter. And so I went up there with a plan. I just said stay, within myself and relax and see the ball hit the ball.
Hey, right after that win, you were sporting some pretty cool bling. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, no, John Schultz, Schultzy, thought it'd be a good idea to make a sign, with the Indiana State background with the E on it for Evansville. And, when there's walk-offs or home runs, he made it to where it's like a chain, so a necklace, and you light it up, right when it happens. And it's like neon blue. So I thought that was pretty sick. And when they threw that on me, it made it even more real. I think the guys enjoy that, and I think that's pretty neat.
Elijah, I want to ask about the loss last night, 13-2 final. But you guys are in pretty good spirits today, and I'm curious to hear about what's the mental attitude going into this one. What's the approach like?
Right, that's the name of the game. It's baseball, and the beauty of baseball is you can wake up and you do it all over again. It was a tough loss, but we also came off a 6-game winning streak. Sometimes you need to get slapped in the face a little bit, and it's a wake-up call. I didn't plan on winning 90 games in a row. That's just not the name of the game, right? And so, they put it to us. They got a good ball club over there, but, like I said, it's a new day, new opportunity, so we're going to go out there and flush yesterday.
Elijah, you're back with your second season with the Otters, and you're getting to pair up with a couple of guys you played with. One back in 2019, Tyler Spring, another 2018, Denver McQuarrie. You guys played together at Mississippi State. Is it fun getting to see these guys again? And how about just the guys that you get to see from Evansville back in 2021?
Yeah, no doubt. Those two are my boys. We've been through the thick and the thin together, even at school. And having them here is very special. It's, I think, a comfort thing. So having them around and seeing familiar faces that I played with in college is, baseball's fun. And so when you have people that you kind of played with growing up, it's just, it's a neat experience, and I'm glad that they get to be a part of it.
Mississippi State Bulldogs have a chance to advance to the Super Regional tomorrow with a ball game against the winner of either VCU or Campbell. You following your Bulldogs? You following the boys? What's going on down there in Starkville?
Yes, sir. I still bleed maroon and white, so I keep up with them every day. Some of them dudes are my boys. Rowdy Jordan, the center fielder, was my roommate when I was a senior. And so, you got Tanner Allen out in right field, who's an absolute stud, and, they lead that team. Man, they put it to those boys yesterday, but like I said, it's the name of the game. It's a new day, so they got to come out, flush yesterday, win or loss, no matter what. Just keep rolling and having fun out there because that team is very fun to watch.
Awesome. Elijah, thank you so much, man. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate that, my man.
Special thanks to Elijah Mcnamee as we step away here on the Evansville Otters pregame show on the Otters Digital Network.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Welcome back to Schaumburg, Illinois, as the Evansville Otters prepare for a doubleheader to close out their 4-game series with the Schaumburg Boomers. Tonight, first pitch coming up in just a moment. You're listening to the Evansville Otters Digital Network. My name is Ryan Brown, so pleased you could join me tonight on a very pretty evening. A gorgeous, gorgeous night for baseball. So how about a couple? As the Evansville Otters are hoping to start a new winning streak. They have an opportunity to be on a little streak tonight, in fact, with the doubleheader. They had their six-game winning streak brought to an end last night with a final of 13-2. But now, as you heard from Elijah Mcnamee in our pregame show, they're looking to flush it out with a victory today. Our lineup for Andy McCauley's Evansville Otters on its way to take on right-handed pitcher Ryan Middendorf. The lineup: Miles Gordon, center fielder, bats left-handed. He leads off. Andy DeJesus, the switch-hitting shortstop, bats behind him. Batting third, Elijah Mcnamee, who was 3 for 4 last night. Then Riley Crane, the left-handed hitter, cleans up. J.R. Davis, who drove in a run last night, he bats fifth. And Bryce Denton in the 6th hole. He was 1 for 3 with an RBI as well. Then batting seventh, John Schultz, the designated hitter, also a left-handed hitter. And batting eighth, the left-handed hitter, Dakota Phillips, who catches. And rounding things out in the 9 spot, Christopher Pujols. All set to take on Ryan Middendorf and the Schaumburg Boomers. Evansville entering with a record of 7-2, hoping to improve that here as the Schaumburg Boomers come in with a record of 4-5 following last night's victory. Middendorf making his second start of the season. He lost his first one but pitched well. He went 7 innings, giving up just 2 runs. He scattered 9 hits, struck out 6, and walked 2. His earned run average, if you're curious, is .257 after giving up those 2 runs through 7 innings. And we're just about set for baseball from the outskirts of Chicago. Once again, Ryan Brown with you from Wintrust Field here in Schaumburg as Miles Gordon steps to the plate. And we are ready for more Frontier League baseball. First pitch from Middendorf. That's in there at 85 miles an hour. He floats the change for strike 1. Game time temperature here in Schaumburg, 84 degrees. Breaking pitch, catches the outside edge, says home plate umpire Kevin Worth. Michael McGloon is over at first base. Shane Cannon by third. Gordon down on the count, 0-2. Breaking ball misses inside on Gordon, off the back foot. Gordon was 1 for 4 last night. Overall in the series, he comes in 2 for 9 through the first 2 games. After the breaking ball misses, Middendorf brings a fastball, and it's grounded to the right side. Second baseman up with it. He has it. He tosses on to first for the first out of this contest. The defensive alignment for the Schaumburg Boomers. Over at second base, just making that play, Angelo Gums. His middle infield partner at short, Matt McGarry. Receiving that ball was the first baseman, Quincy Nieporty. And over at third to round out the infield is Alec Craig. The outfielders working left to right, Chase Dawson, Brent Milazzo, and Clint Hardy. As Andy DeJesus steps to the plate, first pitch he sees is in there for a strike. Change up from Middendorf, who is throwing to Nick Odo. DeJesus went 0 for 5 last night. Looking to see if he can't get on base here with one out in the top of the first. 0-0 our score. The wind from Middendorf, the 1-1. This is fouled back against the netting. Fastball coming in at 86 miles an hour. Otters wearing their road grays. First time we get to take a look at those. Breaking pitch misses outside, 2-2. Part of this new look club. Had a logo redesign back in March, and then the new unis unveiled during spring training. 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. Another chance for Gums. He grabs it around his belt and tosses onto Niporti at first. Quickly, 2 down here. Middendorf hoping to follow a train of good pitching. Last night, it was Aaron Rozick who was able to pitch 6 innings of 1-run ball. Overall, the Boomers managed to strike out 12 Otters. Staying at the plate now is Elijah Mcnamee. He takes a ball outside, 1-0. Mcnamee, 3 for 4 last night. 1-0 breaking pitch. That's a called strike on the inside corner. Mcnamee 4 for 8 in the series. Has scored a couple of runs. Enters play with an on-base streak of 8 games. And a modest 5-game hitting streak to boot. The 1-1 curve missed outside. Mcnamee ahead in the count, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Goes with a slider there. Called strike. Looks like early on, Worth giving a little bit. Off the edges to Middendorf. Not a problem so long as it's consistent for Marty Anderson. 2-2. Fouled back to the netting. Boomers, for their jerseys, wearing their home whites. Mcnamee facing Middendorf, the Westchester, Ohio rookie. 2-2. Breaking ball runs in, and Mcnamee has to bend out of the way of the bender. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes on the Otters' right fielder. Full count pitch coming. Fastball right back up the middle, and it bounces off the mound and takes a giant hop so that McGarry can only watch it sail over his head into center field. It's another base hit for Elijah Mcnamee. He's aboard with a 2-out single, and he's just extended his hitting streak to 6 games. As Riley Crane strolls to the plate. Crane was 2 for 4 in the ball game last night. Middendorf, a selection of the Boomers in the first round of the 2021 Frontier League draft, as the first pitch is a called strike on Crane. The 0-1 misses out. Mcnamee off of first with 2 out in the top of the first inning. Riley Crane batting with a 1-1 count. The pitch is lined past the right side of the infield into right field, and wouldn't you know it, Crane is going to bust for 2. The throw is cut off by the second baseman Gums right in front of second base. Hard to believe that Angelo Gums is happy about that decision, because I think his shortstop McGarry wanted it to come through. It might have been offline, but from McGarry's body language following the cutoff right in front of second base, McGarry is not pleased. Well, either way, there are runners at second and third now, all of a sudden, with 2 outs for J.R. Davis. First pitch to him. This is popped up on the right side. Over to look at it is the catcher, and it gets out of play by about 3 or 4 rows here. The catcher, Odo, out of the crouch to have a look at that one. J.R. Davis, he comes in 2 for 6 on the series. He drove in a run last night. He's driven in 3 total over the last 2 games. The 0-1 breaking ball is hit out toward really shallow right field. Second baseman Gums going back, and oh man, he got turned around by the wind as he first turned to his back left and then had to turn all the way around to his right, and he's able to reach up and grab it before it can fall into no man's land. The Otters turned away following a 2-out double by Riley Crane. They leave runners at second and third. We head to the bottom of the first. Otters nothing. Boomers coming to bat on the Otters Digital Network.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
0-0 our score in the bottom of the first. From Schaumburg, Illinois, Marty Anderson on the mound for the Otters. He faces Alec Craig to lead things off. And a pitch misses here at 86 miles an hour just off the plate to Alec Craig, the left-handed hitting third baseman. It'll be Craig, McGarry, and Dawson, 1-2-3 to start the bottom of the first. Next pitch runs inside, 2-0 now. Anderson making his second start for Evansville. In his first, he went 5 innings, gave up just 3 hits, issued 2 walks, and did not allow a run. 2-0, fastball at 87 from Anderson. A strike on the outside part of the plate. Now 2-1. The wind from the Bainbridge, Georgia native. And the pitch misses in at 87. Noting some initial inconsistencies here in and off the plate, it looked like it was going to be a pretty wide strike zone in the top half, but it's a little different here. The 3-1, 86 mile an hour heater. There's a strike, 3-2. Full count offering to Craig. This is hit out towards center field. Racing in and making a diving grab is Miles Gordon. Wow, that guy can play some center grab for the first out in the bottom of the first. It's a fly out to center, but go ahead and add a little star to that one as the right-handed hitting Matt McGarry steps up. First pitch from Anderson, fastball at 87, inside part of the plate, strike 1. On fastball, misses low, 1-1. Wind blowing pretty much straight out here again for the third consecutive evening in Schaumburg. The 1-1 misses outside with the change, does Anderson. Anderson, who in 2019 pitched for the Southern Illinois Miners. 2-1 coming to McGarry. Fastball misses up. Overall, this is his 5th season in the Frontier League. 3-1, fouled back and out of play, 3-2. McGarry, the shortstop. Last night went 2 for 5 with a double and a run scored. The 3-2 pitch misses in the dirt to McGarry. They went with the curveball, couldn't get him to bite. And McGarry is aboard with a 1-out walk in the bottom of the first. Anderson first joined the Frontier League in 2016. First pitch strike on Chase Dawson. Then Anderson returned for 2017, throw over, runner back standing. Before getting picked up by the Mets organization, where he spent time in Columbia and Brooklyn. Pitching for the Columbia Fireflies in South Carolina, as the 0-1 is hit into out toward left and out of play. Then pitching for the Brooklyn Cyclones. Then Anderson was shuttled over to the Marlins organization in 2018, where he pitched for the Marlins and Batavia Muck Dogs. Oh-2 on its way. Ground ball back up the middle. Davis has it. He'll step on the bag for one and on to first for a 4-3 double play. Nice job by Davis there. It ends up being a 1-2-3 first for Anderson. We head to the top of the second. 0-0 our score on the Otters Digital Network.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
First pitch strike, a curveball from Ryan Middendorf on Bryce Denton, has him ahead 0-1. On the Otters left fielder, it'll be Denton, Schultz, and Phillips in the top of the second inning. 0-0 our score. The 0-1 from Middendorf, fastball called a strike on the outside edge. Denton seems to kind of hem and haw at it in the right-handed batter's box. Denton went 1 for 3 last night with a run driven in. On the series, he's 3 for 7. Otters had action back in the first. The 0-2 coming to Denton. That's a breaking ball in there. Strike 3 called. Denton set down looking on strikes. Brings up John Schultz. But the Otters had action in the first inning here. Elijah Mcnamee with a 2-out single back up the middle. And then Riley Crane, a hustle double through the infield. As it went out toward right. And hard to say it was necessarily by the line. It split the middle infield, it split the infielders on the right side as a first pitch strike is called on Schultz. Oh, 1 breaking ball. That misses in. They'll appeal down to third. No swing, says Shane Cannon. Schultz, 1 for 4 in last night's game. He's been on base in every game he's played yet this season. The 1-1, that's a called strike. Schultz turns back to home plate umpire Kevin Worth with a somewhat inquisitive look. One-two delivery from Middendorf. That pitch misses low, 2-2 on the Otters' designated hitter. Middendorf last pitched for Lake Erie College this year. So when you say rookie and you say green, you mean green and rookie. 2-2, a called third strike on Schultz, and he stands there in the left-handed batter's box for a moment, and he returns to the dugout shaking his head. The pitch looked to be maybe at least a ball or two outside the strike zone, but there is a called third strike, and it's back-to-back punch-outs looking for Ryan Middendorf, who struck out 6 in his first start of the season. Now it's Dakota Phillips catching in this one. He had a couple of days off yesterday and Friday. The first pitch he sees is off speed, and Phillips swings through it. Phillips last played in the doubleheader on Thursday. The 0-1, another changeup from Middendorf. Again, Phillips out in front with the swing, 0-2. Middendorf ahead of Phillips, 0-2. The pitch, breaking ball, hit out toward left center field, but shaded toward that area and moving to his right is Brent Milazzo. He makes the catch, and 1-2-3 go the Otters in the top half of the second. We head to the bottom half of that frame. 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Quincy Nieporti, Angelo Gums, and Luke Becker, 4, 5, and 6 to bat 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second here in Schaumburg. 0-0 our score. Marty Anderson on the mound for his second inning of work. He ended up pitching a 1-2-3 bottom of the first thanks to a 4-3 double play from J.R. Davis. The first pitch to Nieporti is in there for a strike. Last night, Niporti went 2 for 5. He drove in a couple on a home run. The 0-1 breaking pitch from Anderson. Swung on and missed, 0-2. They had Niporti out in front. Anderson's out ahead. Let's see what he goes with. The 0-2. A breaking ball. This lifted out toward left, toward the line, and shading over to grab it is Bryce Denton. That ball, this time, maybe the wind not helping it as it carried out to the left fielder, Bryce Denton. And the first catch of the second is made for the first out. It brings up Angelo Gums, the second baseman. Gums, who enters with a 9-game hitting streak to start the season. He was 3 for 5 last night. First pitch fastball, inside corner, strike called by Kevin Worth. Mr. Anderson, back in 2019, had a 5-5 record. The 0-1, that misses. Perhaps just a touch low on Gums. Anderson, as you know, already picked up twice in his career by affiliated clubs from the Frontier League. 1-1 coming. Fastball fouled back. Anderson had signed with the Otters before the 2020 season. And he got to play on the Bourbon Trail back in 2020 instead when the season was canceled. Ground ball to short. Up with it is DeJesus on to first. 2 gone here. As Anderson gets Gums to roll over the 1-2 pitch. First pitch from Anderson to Luke Becker is a fastball that misses low. 90 on the gun from Anderson. One 0 pitch. In there for a strike. Anderson opened his professional career with the Garden City Wind. The 1-1 misses the outside edge, and Anderson just kind of remained in, I don't know what you'd call, I guess, the follow-through position with his arm dangling. 2-1 coming. Ground ball to the left side, and a diving stop made by Pujols. He gets to his body, but throws it away as it's past Riley Crane, and it gets to the backstop. The throw to second was in time to beat the base runner, Luke Becker, but it was a little offline, so J.R. Davis could not make the tag as Luke Becker is in at second base with a hit and an error on the third baseman, Christopher Pujols. It brings up Nick Odo. Odo, who was an all-star back in 2019 for the Boomers, returns for another year. Odo steps out as Anderson steps off. Odo went 1 for 5 last night. First pitch, runs in, 1-0. Last night, every Boomer was able to log a hit except the leadoff man, Alec Craig. Though he did reach base safely via a walk. 1-0. Pitch misses outside. Boomers and Otters in the first of a 2-game Sunday evening. (2-0) on its way. Ground ball, right side, slow roller to J.R. Davis, and throwing the bat with frustration is Luke Becker down the line. You don't see that often, but he just tossed it right into the air as he was busting out the ground ball. Easy enough inning for Marty Anderson. He leaves Luke Becker stranded at second following the hit and error. We're heading to the top of the third, 0-0 our score here on the Otters Digital Network.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
Top of the third from Schaumburg, Christopher Pujols batting. First pitch is swung on and missed from Ryan Middendorf, who pitched a 1-2-3 top half of the second, striking out a couple of Otters. 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. Ryan Brown with you. The 0-1 coming. And it's a ground ball back up toward the middle behind the bag. The shortstop has it. He throws on to first with a little leg kick. And he beats Christopher Pujols to the bag with the ball. 1 out in the top of the third. So here comes Miles Gordon, who grounded out to second his first time. Gordon, who played in the Cincinnati Reds organization for multiple years, facing Ryan Middendorf, also has an Ohioan connection. As Middendorf last pitched, as the first pitch here is in for a strike on the change. Middendorf last pitched for the Lake Erie College Storm in Westchester, Ohio. The 0-1. Another ground ball out to Angelo Gums at second. A little bobble, but he recovers in time to sidearm toss onto the bag at first. Miles Gordon, for the second time, is retired on a 4-3 ground ball. 2 out in the top of the third. And it brings up Andy DeJesus. Middendorf, a benefit of the NCAA's, a beneficiary, I should say, of the NCAA's ruling that 2020 seniors could come back for 2021. So he was able to pitch for them this year. Back in 2019, he managed to earn second team all GMAC honors when he started 12 games, which set a program record for starts in a single season. We're going to have a conference on the mound here between the catcher Odo and Middendorf, which, you almost wonder what Middendorf has to think about interrupting him with something at this moment, because he's on a little bit of a roll. He's retired his last 6 in a row. First pitch to DeJesus, pitch misses outside, and Middendorf a little upset with himself. He had started off the inning with a couple of quick outs, 2 ground balls, 1 to short, 1 to second, and, well, this is a ground ball off the end of the bat to the shortstop. Oh boy, McGarry, as he's coming on and trying to make the play off his left foot, the ball bounces off curveball. It misses outside. Mcnamee doesn't think about offering. Mcnamee entered play with 9 hits through 26 at-bats. He now has 10 through 27. Throw over to first. A lazy little pickoff attempt, as the ball just floated over to the first baseman, Quincy Nieporti. Middendorf comes set, kicks and deals. Fastball, outside edge, 1-1. Mcnamee, a graduate of Mississippi State University, last played for them in 2019. Mississippi State, as a throw over this time, is a little more aggressive, but Andy DeJesus still able to get a hand in there. Right now, Mississippi State currently in the Starkville Regional. 1-1, fouled back. They will be taking on the winner of a game that I believe has probably been decided by now between VCU and Campbell. Team already being eliminated. Time is called on the mound as Middendorf wants a new baseball. He gets one, palms it, rubs it up a little bit, licks his fingers, looks down, checks the runner, comes set at the letters, and the 1-2. And through the right side of the infield, it's another base hit for Elijah Mcnamee. Andy DeJesus will head to third without a throw. Mcnamee on some bit of a roll here. He's 2 for 2. Now the Otters are threatening to score the first run of the game for the second time today. We'll see what reigning player of the week, Riley Crane, can do. Crane was pitched a lot tougher once achieving that honor. Opposing pitchers took notice, started throwing him a lot more off-speed pitches. He managed to go 2 for 4 last night. The first pitch is hit out towards center field, but approaching the track is the center fielder Milazzo, who makes the catch, and the fly ball out gets Ryan Middendorf out of the top of the third. 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network on YouTube Live.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
First pitch from Marty Anderson. The bottom of the first, misses low in the dirt and kicks away from the catcher. The 1-0 coming home now, misses upstairs with a fastball. 2-0. In a 0-0 ball game. Ryan Brown with you as Marty Anderson faces Clint Hardy, the number 8 man in the order. A 2-0 pitch is not delivered to the plate as Marty Anderson slips off the rubber and holds onto the baseball, not releasing it. The 2-0 coming. That's in there for a strike. The 2-1 is a called strike, 2-2. Count even at 2-2. Anderson facing Hardy. Pitch on its way. And it's a fly ball toward right field. That might be trouble getting in the corner. No, it's not, as Elijah Mcnamee is able to get there a few feet in front of the track and make an over-the-shoulder grab. It's a long way out to the corners here at Wintrust Field. 3:53 down the lines. But Elijah Mcnamee just found a way to make that 353 not seem so far away. Getting out there in a hurry, making that grab. Clint Hardy, the first out of the bottom of the third. Now it's Brent Milazzo. First pitch fastball misses upstairs, 1-0 to Milazzo, who last night ended the 8th inning on a very curious play. Now we'll tell you about right after this one. The 1-0 coming. Ground ball, comebacker, speared by Anderson on the mound. He throws on to first with a little bit of mustard. 2 gone, as Milazzo is retired on the 1-3 ground ball. So Milazzo last night hit a ground ball to the second baseman, J.R. Davis, who tossed onto the shortstop covering Andy DeJesus, the bag at second. There were runners at first and second on the play, but the inning came to an end when the Otters infield realized that Brent Milazzo did not realize how many outs there were. The first pitch fastball is a called strike on Alec Craig, who flew out to center his last time. And Milazzo, once he had crossed the first base bag, went back into the dugout, into the Boomers' dugout behind first. As an 0-1 fastball misses. So the Otters called this to the attention of the umpiring crew, and they conferred with one another to confirm that that's indeed what happened, as a curveball misses in the dirt. And when you exit the field of play as a batter or runner, you are officially out. So that's how Milazzo made the final out of the 8th inning last night. The 2-1 now to Hardy. Breaking pitch, a called strike. Craig just watched that one float across the strike zone. Anderson kicks at the rubber. Time is called at the plate as Craig adjusts his helmet. Anderson steps back on. He faces forward as he gets his signs, with the glove raised at his shoulders. 2-2 fastball misses away, full count. Wind has changed directions. It's blowing almost directly out toward left. 3-2. Fly ball out toward left field. Over to his right, and coming in is Denton. And he makes the catch before bounding toward the tarp. 1, 2, 3, go the Boomers in the bottom of the third. A little pitcher's duel in game 1 of this doubleheader. I'm sure that's exactly what pitching coach Max Peterson and skipper Andy McCauley were hoping to see, at least from Marty Anderson. We played 3-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
J.R. Davis batting in the top of the fourth. First pitch fastball from Ryan Middendorf is a strike. Davis, Denton, and Schultz to bat. Davis popped out to the shortstop his last time up. 0-1 curve, strike. Breaking across the plate. Catching a good chunk of the zone, but it started, I am sure, with a look that it must have been inside, and it wasn't. 0-2 curve this time, misses away. 1-2. Nice job by Davis to hold off there. This one is fought off and bobbled out at second. Fought off to Angelo Gums, who boots the ball. It rolls away to his left behind the bag, and J.R. Davis is going to be aboard. Following the leadoff error. It's the second error in consecutive innings for the Boomers. Their shortstop, Matt McGarry, made one in the top of the third, which allowed Andy DeJesus to reach base safely and extended the inning. And now batting is J.R. Davis's former teammate, Bryce Denton. First pitch is cut on and missed by Denton. He struck out looking his last time. The two played together while they were in. Ground ball to third, gloved by the third baseman, on to second, and back to first, over to first. It's a 5-4-3 double play, which retires the former Cardinals farm products. And it brings up John Schultz. Schultz was called out on strikes his first time. He takes a 90-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 coming. This is hit well out toward left field. Going back, the left fielder backpedaling. He makes the catch for the final out of the top of the fourth. Believe it or not, we've already played half of game one. Feels like we just got here. We're ready to the bottom of the fourth inning. 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a Home Sweet Home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Bottom of the fourth in Schaumburg, Illinois. Ryan Brown with you at Wintrust Field in a 0-0 pitcher's duel. As Marty Anderson prepares for his fourth inning of work, he'll be going up Matt McGarry, Chase Dawson, and Quincy Nieporte, 2, 3, and 4 for the second time today. Anderson probably happy that he doesn't have to face former big leaguer Willie Garcia, who is on the roster for these Boomers, as there's a first pitch strike on a fastball to McGarry. Garcia did not play last night, nor did he play Friday. And that's because he got banged up, as there's a ground ball, cued foul of third. Racing off the mound is Anderson with a good bit of hustle. He was there quickly because the ball originally began in fair territory, but it was rolling foul, so by the time it does, Anderson was already over there, and he grabs it in foul territory. Well, anyway, Willie Garcia didn't play last night or the night before because on June 2nd at Joliet, he had an awkward slide into third base. This is the former Chicago White Sox Willie Garcia. So today, the Boomers made a roster move. As the 0-2 to McGarry. Misses low, the change from Anderson. They go ahead and place Willie Garcia on the injured list, the 7-day IL. And that was retroactive to June 3rd, mind you. Ground ball to third. Grabbing it around off his left foot is Pujols. He tosses on to first, as the ball took him a little bit to his left, but it's no problem for Pujols. It's a 5-3 ground out to start the bottom of the fourth. And as they placed Willie Garcia on the injured list, the Boomers picked up right-handed pitcher Christian Scott. Scott had pitched 4 times for Gary in his first year as a pro this season, but was dealt to the Boomers earlier in the week, and they just went ahead and made that roster ad official. First pitch to Chase Dawson. Swung on and missed. Looks like he was behind on the fastball. Dawson grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his last time, and wouldn't you know it, he grounds out to second again, 4-3. No problem for Davis over there as he throws on to Crane. A 2-pitch ground out is the second out of the bottom of the fourth, and it brings up Quincy Nieporte, who flew out to left his last time. Niporti came in swinging a hot bat. That might be a little bit of an understatement. First pitch from Anderson. Change up, low. Niporti came in having 11 hits through 27 at-bats, which is good as a fastball sails past Dakota Phillips. 2-0 on Niporti, which is good for a batting average over the 400 clip. And good enough to place him at 5th in the league after about the first week of play. The 2-0 fastball, again, misses outside. So Anderson, no doubt, pitching the Frontier League's 5th best hitter through the first week or so of play, a little carefully. 3-0 coming. That's in there for a strike. Anderson, I think, went with a little curveball to drop it in there on the 3-0 count. 3-1 fastball is charged out to left center field, and it bounces at the base of the wall. But quickly over is Gordon, and there's going to be a play at second. Are you kidding me? The runner will be safe as Davis had to field that one maybe a foot or two off second toward the right and lunge toward the base runner, Quincy Niporti. But that ball got out there on a rocket. I cannot believe how quickly Miles Gordon got over there and what a strong throw he was able to make from the wall in left center. But they almost held Quincy Niporti to a single off the wall. It almost threw him out. That's nuts. Angelo Gums, he grounded out to short his last time. First pitch slider in there for a strike. We're talking about how Quincy Niporti was 5th in the league of hitting. Entering play, and he's doubled here. He's now 1 for 2 with 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-1 to Gums. A ground ball toward short to Jesus. He's got it. The throw on to first is good. So the 2-out double doesn't do any damage. In the bottom of the 4th inning, it's still a 0-0 ball game. Marty Anderson slaps his glove as he enters the Otters dugout. We've played 4. We head to the 5th. Still, zip, zip. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Top of the fifth. 0-0 our score. Dakota Phillips batting against Ryan Middendorf. Phillips takes a strike on a backdoor breaking ball. Phillips flew out to center his last time. He went 1 for 3 in Game 2 of a doubleheader against the Lake Erie Crushers Thursday night. But of slightly greater interest, as this is pulled foul of first and also foul of first base coach for the Evansville Otters, Boots Day, who picks it up and tosses it back into the stands. Well, far more interesting perhaps than a good old-fashioned 1 for 3 day at the plate, which isn't bad, as the 0-2 is another ground ball. Again, foul of first. Is the fact that Dakota Phillips, in that second game, appeared in the first ever Evansville Otters home run derby to finish a Frontier League regular season game. And he came on in a tied 2-2 score as this is lined into left field for a base hit. Phillips is aboard with a leadoff single. So Phillips came on with the home run derby tied at 2. Hit a couple bombs to right, and that was how the Otters swept their doubleheader against Lake Erie in wacky fashion. That brings up Christopher Pujols. First pitch to him. He lunges for an 86-mile-per-hour pitch out of the zone and fouls it off to the right. The 0-1 is a curveball. Again, bending out of the zone, and Pujols swings and manages to foul it off to the right toward the dugout. Pujols hit a ground ball to short his last time. He was 1 for 4 yesterday. Middendorf steps off and looks back Dakota Phillips to first. 0-2 coming. Curveball misses outside. When you say Middendorf kicks and deals, he really kicks. I mean, it looks like something out of the Karate Kid. Maybe not the high, what do they call that? The double leg sweep or sweep the leg? No, not quite like that. It's just a little kick, maybe 45 degrees straight. This is a fly ball to center field. Back into his left is the center fielder Milazzo. He's able to glove it for the first out. Yeah, so just a little kick from Middendorf when he's ready to deliver to the plate. Out of the stretch. I mean, that leg, I suppose, it kind of just goes out at an awkward angle toward the plate. Not straight to it, but bent up into the air following the little kick. And then he holds it as the first pitch to Miles Gordon is a strike. He holds that leg outstretched for a moment, almost as if there's a hitch in his delivery. And then he comes to the plate. Gordon's 0 for 2 after a couple ground balls to second. 0-1 on its way. Ground ball to the right side, but foul. 0-2 change, misses away to Gordon. Now 1-2. Told you Middendorf was a Westchester, Ohio native, and if you're curious as to where that is, that's just outside of Cincinnati, I believe. As the 1-2 is fouled off to the left. So, when we mentioned earlier that Miles Gordon was a product of the Cincinnati Reds organization and that Middendorf had an Ohioan connection, didn't realize how close that connection was. We're talking about the greater Cincinnati area, where Gordon, the Ontario native, I guess his home club. Fly ball out toward right. Back a few steps is the right fielder, Hardy. And a couple of fly balls here have Ryan Middendorf almost out of the fifth. He'll have to deal with Andy DeJesus, though, who reached on an error his last time. DeJesus 0 for 2 thus far. Runner off of first, 2 out. And this pitch is hit very high out toward right center field. Camping under it is Milazzo. He makes the catch, and 3 fly balls in a row following the leadoff single get Middendorf out of the fifth. We're heading to the top of the 6th inning. Still, 0-0 our score. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. Apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
It's a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel on the outskirts of Chicago. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up. Marty Anderson on the mound for the Otters, trying to match his performance back on Memorial Day, in which He threw 5 shutout innings from the University of Evansville. The first pitch curveball misses low to Luke Becker, to be followed by Nick Odo and Clint Hardy. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network. Ryan Brown with you. In a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel, like we said. 1-0. In there for a strike on Becker, who singled his last time up. The 1-1 off-speed pitch misses outside to Becker, who homered twice. In the ball game last night. 2-1 coming. He goes with the curveball in the fastball count, and he gets a strike. Luke Becker grimaced when he turned back looking toward home. I think hindsight being 20/20, he would have wanted to swing at that. That's why he was angry. See if they use that aggression. The 2-2 fastball misses just off the plate. Now the count's full. 88 miles an hour on the gun from Marty Anderson. Becker, the switch-hitting designated hitter, bats from the right side. The 3-2. That pitch runs in for ball 4. And the Boomers will begin the bottom of the 5th with a leadoff base runner following the free pass. It brings up Nick Odo. Oh no, it's Nick Odo. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to second his last time. For Anderson, by the way, that's his second walk. His first came back in the first inning to Matt McGarry, but he was able to roll a ground ball to second for a double play. Christopher Pujols playing very well in. The curveball has Nick Odo swinging off balance for strike 1. Just waved at and missed. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Anderson versus Odo. Showing bunt is Odo for a moment. Christopher Pujols started to track in toward home. So Anderson will step off and give his infielder a moment to get a little bit closer toward the bag, but now bunt is shown, and Pujols comes really close in, and there's a foul ball here on the curveball. I mean, when I say that Pujols has come pretty daggone close to home, the catcher Nick Odo, I mean, if he bunts to third, there's almost certainly going to be, I guess if he had, there would almost certainly, he won't now with 2 strikes, have been a play at second. He was about even with the pitcher's mound. 0-2, a throw over. Anderson telegraphing that one just a little bit, that he was coming over, because when he lifted his right leg, he looked over to first and started to hitch toward first when he looked toward home and back to first. The 0-2 to Odo. Breaking pitch misses in. 3 curveballs from Anderson. The most recent, Odo able to lay off. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. One, 2 on its way. Oh, fastball, swing and a miss, and Odo retired on strikes. They had him set up pretty well for that pitch. They go with the curveball inside, lefty on lefty. So you change Odo's frame of reference, working out originally with the curveballs, the first 2 he saw and swung through. Then you come in. He's seen nothing but a steady diet of breaking pitches. and then you throw the heater on the outside corner. And by the time Odo decides to swing, it's too late. Clint Hardy bats now. First pitch fastball in there for a strike. They throw behind the runner, but the throw's a little offline, so Riley Crane will come off the bag to make a pick in the dirt. Clint Hardy, the right fielder, flew out to right his first time. Oh, 1 from Anderson. Another fastball. This time it misses inside, 1-1. One ball, one strike pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. The throw to second bounces, I believe, off the runner, Clint Hardy, as it gets by J.R. Davis, who was covering the bag, to Davis's left, just as Clint Hardy swung through a pitch and Luke Becker was sliding into second. It's a stolen base for Becker. So Becker now over in scoring position with one out. The 1-2. Comebacker toward the mound. Anderson looks toward third, but the runner Becker had too good a jump, so Anderson will make the wise move to get Hardy, the batter runner, by throwing on to first. 1-3 ground ball, 2 out, bottom of the 5th inning. 0-0 our score. Go ahead run. 90 feet away from home as Brent Milazzo steps in. By the way, for the Schaumburg Boomers, that's their 10th stolen base of the season. That Becker was able to swipe just a couple pitches ago. Brent Milazzo, he grounded back to Anderson in the 3rd inning. First pitch fastball, outside corner, strike 1. Anderson, like we said, trying to match his performance on Memorial Day. A little less than a week ago. 0-1 is fouled off, out of play, toward the left. Bounces onto the main concourse behind third. Anderson, to this point, has really given the Otters a shot in the arm that they needed, thanks to his pitching arm. After giving up 13 runs yesterday and in a doubleheader, because this club has played 7 games in 5 days, they needed to start like this. He's ahead 0-2. A called third strike. The fastball gets the outside edge, and Brent Milazzo is sat down on strikes to end the bottom of the 5th inning. 5 scoreless for Marty Anderson. We head to the top of the 6th. 0-0 our score. Somebody's got to win this one. Pretty soon, someone's got to take a lead. We only have 2 innings left. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
Looking to buy a new home? We've got a sweet deal for you. Get a home sweet home mortgage loan from Heritage Federal Credit Union and get a great low rate, plus get $500 cash back. That's right. Get a great low rate on your mortgage loan and get $500 cash back. apply at Heritage Federal Credit Union, where the mortgage loans are sweet and the service can't be beat. Get your $500 cash back today at your local HFCU branch or apply online at hfcu.info/mortgages.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Top 6 in Schaumburg. 0-0 our score. Elijah Mcnamee batting for the Evansville Otters. He takes a ball outside. Mcnamee 2 for 2 already. The Otters looking for a little spark to ignite this offense. Facing Ryan Middendorf still. He is in his 6th inning of work off the mound. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. The breaking ball from Middendorf. Elijah Mcnamee, big hit Mac, the Mississippi State product. He was 3 for 4 last night. He adds a couple of hits tonight. Otters have 4 hits, yet no runs. 1-2. Fastball. This is lined out toward right center field. Will it hang up long enough? Oh, making a tumbling grab in center field is Brent Milazzo. And Elijah Mcnamee is robbed by the Boomers center fielder. One out in the top of the 6th inning. A nice piece of 2-strike hitting from Elijah Mcnamee. He was ready for the fastball after seeing a couple of breaking balls. Got one on the outside part of the plate and didn't try to pull it. He went the other way, hit it well, but not rewarded this time. First pitch to Riley Crane is a curveball. It misses in and probably low. 1-0. Crane doubled back in the first. 1-0. This is ripped out toward second base. It one-hops the second baseman Gums, who tosses a short ways away to first for the second out. A couple of hard hit balls for the Otters, but nothing to show for it. Otters have been putting the ball in play. You know they've got 4 hits, but they've only struck out twice, as the first pitch to J.R. Davis misses away. Middendorf with the curve. And not since the 2nd inning has Middendorf retired an Otter on strikes. This curveball is hit out toward left field. That's going to get down the line for what should be extra bases. No, not quite. Man, getting over there in a hurry is Chase Dawson as he gets toward the line, and the baseball dies pretty much as soon as it hits the grass, so it's not in danger of rolling down toward the corner, that big corner here. So J.R. Davis aboard with a 2-out single, and on to talk to his pitcher, is pitching coach Connor Reed for the Boomers, following the 2-out single. Now facing Bryce Denton. Yeah, Davis had taken the big turnaround first, but by the time he brought his eyes up to check on the baseball, he saw that Chase Dawson had already gotten to the ball out and left, and that it would not have been a close play at second. Not his fault. Runner at first base, 2 out for Bryce Denton. First pitch curve in there for a strike. We have seen opposing pitchers go after Denton with breaking balls quite a bit. They don't want to show him the fastball, and he spits on that one. Another slider. This time it misses away. 1-1. So Denton hoping to find more counts where he can choose his pitch. Or get a hanger and make somebody pay. 1-1. Fastball misses out. 2-1. If I had to totally guess, just by looking at the way that opposing teams have been pitching Denton recently, I'm going to guess that this 2-1 fastball count does not deliver Denton a fastball. 2-1, yep, slider. It misses away. Comes into the zone at 70 miles an hour. So I guess a slurve, if anything. 3-1. Had a lot of lateral movement. Bends out of the strike zone. 3-1. Two-seamer misses away. Sinking fastball outside for ball 4. Now runners at first and second with 2 out. The top of the 6th inning, and here comes John Schultz. And just as soon as he steps to the plate, it looks like Jamie Bennett, skipper for the Schaumburg Boomers, will be pulling his right-hander Ryan Middendorf. We'll see. Believe they're going to go to a lefty here. As a lefty is on, we'll tell you about him when we return. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
Tie ball game, top of the 6th inning. Runners at first and second. Facing a left-handed pitcher is John Schultz. And that pitcher, Sean Thompson. First pitch curveball is swung on and missed. Daryl Thompson, that is. Pitching in his 3rd appearance of the season. He pitched a scoreless 9th last night, striking out the side. The 0-1 to Schultz. Fastball runs in and buzzes the tower. Schultz is sat down on the seat of his pants in the batter's box. He had to stop, drop, and roll. Thompson, we saw last night, has a heater in the low 90s. 1-1. Breaking pitch. Starts inside and bends over the plate. 1-2. At 75 miles an hour. Now that is a change of speed. Davis off second. Denton off first. It's a scoreless game in the top of the 6th inning. Otters trying to see if their veteran can come through. Oh, ground ball to the right side that one-hops the second baseman, Angelo Gums. It was hit well, but just right at the infielder. 4-3 ground ball for Daryl Thompson out of the Boomers bullpen, relieving Ryan Middendorf. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, still 0-0. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
Before you danced the first dance. Before you walked down the aisle. Before the tables were set with care. Before you penned a single invitation. Before the day that went beyond your wildest expectations. There was the little green box from Brinker's Jewelers for befores and happily ever afters.
Cheer up, Evan. This rain will be out soon. You should download the 14 First Alert app and see for yourself. You can see what's coming up to 7 days in advance, or you can break it down hour by hour. Check out live radar so you can see what's happening in real time. And you can watch 14 News live directly from the app. See, there's nothing to worry about.
Stay in the game with the 14 First Alert app.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Bottom of the 6th. Zip, zip. At Wintrust Field in Schaumburg, Illinois. Marty Anderson now hoping for 6 scoreless innings. Warming in the bullpen, though, for the Otters is Abraham Almonte. Anderson, the wind and the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike, facing Alec Craig, who's 0 for 2 on a couple fly balls. He last flew out to left. Oh, 1 coming. Another breaking ball, another strike. They've gone back-to-back with a curveball starting in, catching the zone. Let's say if they go ahead and dust that on the outside. The 0-2, this is hit out toward right field. The right fielder, Mcnamee, he's back. He's going to reach up and glove it. 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. It brings up Matt McGarry, who is 0 for 1, though he did walk back in the first inning. It's a different story tonight as opposed to yesterday's big offensive performance for the Boomers. They scored 13 runs on 16 hits. Marty Anderson has come out and done his job. First pitch change from Anderson is swung on and missed by McGarry. He's allowed just 2 hits through the first 5 1/3 of this one. The 0-1 gets a strike there. Does Anderson on the outside part of the plate. The 0-2, curveball hit well out toward the shortstop, Andy DeJesus, who makes a diving try for it. He was not able to get in front of it because it was hit on the line. And his dive comes up short as the ball goes under his glove out into center field. DeJesus diving to his left. And so the Boomers have their 3rd hit. And a 1-out base runner in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes Chase Dawson. Another lefty hitter. Anderson throws over to first, runner back standing. Dawson 0 for 2. Dawson's been docile so far. First pitch from Anderson at the at-bat is popped up the elevator shaft. Underneath it is Phillips to the left of home. In foul territory, he makes the catch quickly. On 1 pitch, Dawson is sent back to the dugout. On the foul pop, it brings up Quincy Nieporte, who doubled in the 4th. Smoked a ball off the wall. Miles Gordon made a close play at second, but Nieporte with 2 out was just barely able to slide into second. Matt McGarry, the Boomers' shortstop, is off of first. Nieporte, the first baseman, bats now. First pitch. This is hit well out toward right center field. Going back is Gordon. Approaching the track, he makes the catch and goes and gives the wall a touch just to say hello as the bottom of the 6th has come to a close. Nothing still in this pitcher's duel. You gotta love it. We're just rolling along in Schaumburg. We head to the top of the 7th. Last frame in regulation. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Getting ready and keeping fit for baseball season is hard work. That's why you'll find Evan at Bob's Gym. Getting fit, having fun, being an Otter. Be like Evan. Try a free 3-day pass at Bob's.
We love our children and want them to be healthy. After all, a healthy child can make for a happy child. When you choose Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, you have great doctors and great care to help your child stay healthy. And that is something to smile about. Choose Anthem to help keep your children healthy and happy. Enroll today. Call 1-800-403-0864. To learn more, visit www.anthem.com/inmedicaid.
Top of the 7th inning, zeros all over the scoreboard. Still a 0-0 game in this, the last regular inning of play in Game 1 of a doubleheader. Should this ballgame remain tied after this inning, we're going to extras. Let's see if Dakota Phillips, Christopher Pujols, and Miles Gordon can do something about that. Darrell Thompson on for his first full inning of work. He was able to get John Schultz to ground out to second to end the 6th. First pitch to Phillips is hit out towards center field. Going back to center fielder to the wall and gone. It's a home run for Dakota Phillips. A solo shot in the top of the 7th gives the Otters a 1-0 lead. Phillips, his first round tripper of the season, comes up clutch. Homering out toward left center field. Phillips, the home run derby champion, back on Thursday night, takes the first pitch he sees from Darrell Thompson out to left center, the lefty-on-lefty matchup, saying boo to your righty-on-lefty matchups. First pitch to Christopher Pujols is fouled off to the right. So he leads off the 7th, does Dakota Phillips, with a first pitch homer. How do you like that for instant offense? Go ahead and just put a little instant offense in your cup and add water. And add a little Dakota Phillips too if you can. Making Phillips 2 for 3. The 0-2 change is cut on and missed by Pujols for strike 3. It brings up Miles Gordon. He flew out to right his last time. First pitch from Thompson. It's a bunt, foul. Gordon showing the drag bunt. Phillips with the home run gives the Otters a 1-0 lead in the top of the 7th inning on their 6th hit. The 0-1 coming to Gordon. Breaking ball. Swung on and missed. Facing Darrell Thompson, who had struck out the side last night in the 9th. Dakota Phillips all over the Boomers' southpaw. 0-2. 90-mile-an-hour fastball misses low. Otters closer Logan Sawyer now warms in the bullpen. 1-2. And this is hit through the left side of the infield. Miles Gordon singles to left. With 1 out in the top of the 7th. 1 run is nice and a lead is refreshing, but more doesn't hurt. Andy DeJesus will try to follow up the Miles Gordon base hit with something of his own. Otters did not manage an extra base hit last night. They had 1 home run Friday night off the bat of Justin Felix. And now it's the other Otters backstop who's getting into the action. First pitch is a called strike on Andy DeJesus. Throw over. Gordon back standing. The Otters have had 2 extra base hits tonight following the home run. Riley Crane also doubled in the first. Another throw over. Again, back standing is Gordon. Once again, another throw over after Thompson had held it for a good long while. And Gordon still back standing up. Paying a lot of attention to the Otters center fielder for good reason. Oh, 1 misses high, 1-1. Thompson comes to the plate with a fastball. It's foul tipped by Andy DeJesus. Now the count's 1-2. Otters with a 1-0 lead in the top of the 7th inning thanks to the Dakota Phillips leadoff homer in the inning. On the first pitch he saw, man, is he locked in at the plate. A throw over is high but gloved by Quincy Nieporte. Gordon slides head first, or dives head first, into first base safely. Want to know how red hot Dakota Phillips is? Well, Phillips entered play with a .429 batting average. The 1-2 is grounded to third. Going only to first is the third baseman, Craig. And Andy DeJesus is retired on a 5-3 ground ball. Advancing to second is Miles Gordon. 2 gone now in the top of the 7th. So Phillips entered batting .429, which a small sample size, mind you, just 6 for 14, but still 6 for 14, not bad. It's a good stretch of about 4 ball games. This the third doubleheader the Otters have played. You can imagine how that keeps Phillips out of some action. First pitch to Elijah Mcnamee with a runner in scoring position. Fastball misses outside. But tonight, Phillips 2 for 3. So he's now 8 for 17. That's his first home run. The 1-0 fouled back. Phillips has also now driven in 5 runs in 6 games played. Duck still out there on the pond. 1-1. Cut on and missed. Changing speeds is Thompson. Mcnamee out in front. 1-2. Gordon off second. Mcnamee with a 2-strike count. Takes a pitch inside. 2-2. Two on its way. Mcnamee fouls it off back to the backstop. Mcnamee 2 for 3, but his fly out to center field ought to have an asterisk by it. Put a little star there because Brent Milazzo made a great tumbling catch in the outfield to rob Mcnamee of extra bases. Runner at second, 2-2 with 2 out. The off-speed curve gets Mcnamee to swing through it for the punch-out. But Dakota Phillips homers in the top of the 7th to give the Otters a 1-0 lead. Here, as we enter the final half inning of this one, will Logan Sawyer be able to nail it down and earn his 3rd save? Stay tuned. You're listening to the Otters Digital Network.
If you're looking for a liquor store in Evansville, look no further than Liquor Locker. The Liquor Locker has the best selection at the best prices, including the largest craft beer and bourbon selection in the area. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find the beer, wine, and liquor you need for any occasion. And check out the fine selection of cigars at all Liquor Locker stores. Liquor Locker is now open Sundays 12 to 8 p.m. and offers citywide delivery. Visit one of our 10 conveniently located stores in the Evansville area today. There is always something for everyone at the Liquor Locker.
CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we CenterPoint Energy's newest generation of safe, efficient energy includes capturing and harnessing the natural power of pure sunshine. We are increasing solar in our balanced and reliable energy mix as we power our region with more clean, renewable energy. We're bringing a little piece of the sun to every home and business while reducing carbon emissions and helping create a cleaner environment. It's just a little something for your smart energy future.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Logan Sawyer on out of the bullpen to close things down for the Evansville Otters, hoping to improve to 8-2 and take the first game of a Sunday night doubleheader, thanks to Dakota Phillips' solo shot in the top half of this inning. First pitch swinging is Angelo Gums. He fouls the first fastball he sees from Logan Sawyer back to the netting. Phillips got a hold of the first pitch he saw from Darrell Thompson to lead off the top of the 7th and homered to left center. 0-1. This is hit out towards center field off the end of the bat. Underneath it is Miles Gordon. He makes the catch. 1 gone. Sawyer relieving Marty Anderson, who went 6 scoreless innings, allowing just 3 hits. Anderson struck out a couple of batters, but thanks to Dakota Phillips, is now in line for the win. For Sawyer, this is his 4th appearance. He's 1-0 on the season. He's given up just 1 hit and has struck out 5. He's not allowed to run. First pitch now to Luke Becker. Fastball at 89 misses away. Becker has not been retired yet. The switch-hitting designated hitter in this one is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, and he homered twice last night. He faces the Otters' hard-throwing righty. 1-0, fastball, 95, says the gun. In there for a strike. Sawyer, the 6'4 right-hander. 1-1 count on Becker. Ground ball through the infield. Right back up the middle. Just to the right of the mound. Hard hit ground ball. Luke Becker aboard for the 3rd time in this one. And the tying run is on first base for Nick Odo, who's 0 for 2. Sawyer, 28 years old, lives just outside Knoxville, Tennessee. Last played for the Lancaster Barnstormers. First pitch to Odo, misses out, 1-0, 91-mile-an-hour heater. Gums led off the inning with a fly ball to center field. Luke Becker just singled. Nick Odo batting now. Clint Hardy on deck. 1-0. Another fastball. This one in there. Gun telling us 96 miles an hour. A 1-1 count on the Boomers catcher. Another fastball. Phillips tries to buy a strike on the outside edge. No dice, says home plate umpire Kevin Worth. Two-one. This is fouled back over the roof here at Wintrust Field, out of play. Yeah, Kevin Worth, that home plate umpire. Umpiring crews that don't have a guy like Kevin Worth on them, well, in my opinion, they're just worthless. Nick Odo now batting with a 2-2 count. Runner at first base, 1 out. 2-2. He fouls this 94-mile-an-hour fastball back to the netting. One nothing our score in the bottom of the 7th. Luke Becker collecting the Boomers just their 4th hit tonight in Game 1. Game 2 to start approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. 2-2 on its way. Fastball hit out into foul territory and getting out of play by about 5 or 10 feet behind the Otters bullpen down the line and left. Odo, he struck out his last time. 2-2. Ground ball foul of first, rolling toward, but not able to get all the way there to the Boomers' dugout. There's a bat boy to pick up the baseball. Sawyer facing Odo. 2-2. Breaking ball. Upstairs, but fouled back. Home plate now in shadow as the sun sets here at Wintrust Field. The 2-2 is in the dirt, I believe, at least low. 3-2. 3-2 count. Runner at first, one out. The pitch is hit well out toward right field. Going back, the right fielder looking back and leaping. It's gone. A 2-run walk-off home run for Nick Odo, and the Boomers stun the Otters in a 2-1 finish in Game 1. The full count offering from Logan Sawyer taken out toward deep right field. And the Boomers improve to 5-5 on the season, and the Otters are going to try it again in about 30 minutes. Dakota Phillips, his heroics unfortunately go for naught. He had a solo shot in the top of the 7th, the first in this one. And the Boomers' 6th home run in 3 days gives them a walk-off winner here at Wintrust Field in Schaumburg, Illinois. A final in Game 1. It's the Boomers 2, Otters 1 for the final. Otters 1 run on 7 hits, 1 error committed by them. The Boomers 2 runs on the walk-off Nick Odo dinger, 5 hits and 2 errors. Well, it was a really good baseball game. It didn't go the Otters' way, but it was fun to watch nonetheless. We'll hope for better in about 30 minutes. We will go ahead and cut the broadcast off. We'll be right back on YouTube in about a half hour. Thank you so much for joining me, Ryan Brown, from the booth. I hope you'll be right back in a little bit for Game 2 and the conclusion of this 4-game series from Schaumburg as the Otters try to split the series. A walk-off winner for Nick Odo and the Schaumburg Boomers on the 2-run homer. 2-1 our final. Boomers over the Otters. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back in a half hour.